Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, we're going to be doing something fun. This is just like a little, little fun project. Just a little fun feature I wanted to build. So basically, it's just we're going to be building this guy here, which is a ticker text, and basically the whole point is to basically execute this in like the least lines of code. I have the bulk of my logic just in one line. It's like a recursive function, but it's a little bit of an overkill. You could do this in a lot simpler, but I just thought it would be fun. So let's check it out. All right, guys. So for those of you using VS Code, all you can do is just type in HTML, actually like this, and where it says HTML:5, just hit enter, and it's going to generate a scaffold for you. So in here, I'm just going to write ticker effect. Okay, this is going to be the title that shows up in the browser right here. Okay, I'm just going to do save, and it should. There we go. All right, so let's go back, and what we're going to do is let's open up actually a style tag. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, style, you can actually put CSS inside your HTML file as long as it's inside style tags. Okay, convention is to put this in the head, and we'll get into those some other time. But here's where you can declare like your CSS classes and your styles, and your style declarations along with them. Okay, so we're just going to put, we're going to create a class called text big, and we'll get into why that is. Okay, font size, let's put a font size of 40 pixels. Okay, and now down here in the body, let's create a p tag, and basically this p tag is what we're going to inject our ticker text into. Okay, now beneath the body, let's create, just like we created a style tag, let's create a script tag. And the reason for those who don't know, the reason we put JavaScript, if we were to ever put JavaScript inside an HTML file, we put it in the bottom after the body tag so that the entire DOM finishes parsing, and this way the JavaScript doesn't basically block the main thread from rendering the DOM and all the other stuff. Okay, and we put the CSS in the head is so that the styles load first, and that we don't have something called a fusk, which is basically a flash of unstyled content. Okay, I'll look those up if you're not really sure, but in a nutshell. Okay, so let's do inside our JavaScript. Let's do window.onload. Let's give it a function. Okay, and let's just do console.log window loaded. Okay, let's save it. Let's go back, and now we see that our window loaded. Okay, so first, what we're going to do is let's create a count called, and let's give it a value called -1. The reason we give it a value of -1 is because we're going to be starting from the 0th index of our word. Okay, so we're going to create a function called ticker effect, and that's going to take in a word. Okay, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to split this word, and we're going to just kind of iterate over it, but not really. We're actually going to do it recursively. We're not going to use like a loop or anything. Okay, and I know recursion is like overkill for this, but it's cool to understand how to do it recursively, and I'm going to try to do all this in one line. All right, so let's go. All right, so what we're going to do is so what's going to happen is initially when this function is invoked, right? What you want to do is we want to count plus plus to basically increment our counter. Okay, so let's just take it step by step. First time, what's going to happen is when the ticker effect function is invoked, count plus plus is going to make count, the value of count, it's going to make it 0. Okay, so count here is going to be 0 the first time. The second time it's invoked, it's going to be 1. Okay, and then the third time there's going to be 2, and so forth. You get the point. Okay, that's why we start at -1. All right, so now right after that, and then don't mind me. I know I am gonna I'm basically gonna start the rest of my code on this one line, just so that it's all in one line. Come on, guys, it's one word. That's fine. So we're gonna do word. We're gonna take in our word, all right, and we're gonna split it. Okay, we're gonna split our word. The reason we're gonna do that is because basically we want to use our count as an index. Okay, we're going to take our word, it's going to return an array once we split it, and then we're going to use our count now, which is the incremented count. So this is, think of this as being like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, like that. Okay, we're gonna basically select basically each element. So like, for example, the 0th element here is going to be the first letter of our word that we pass in. Okay, if that makes sense. And we're basically saying, by doing this, we're saying, hey, if this is not undefined, basically, keep going, right? Then basically do the next thing, right? So we're gonna, if that is not undefined, then we're gonna do set timeout. All right, inside that, we're gonna give it a function, right? We're gonna do document dot query selector, and we're gonna do document body p. Okay, and then we're gonna take the inner HTML of that. Okay, and we're gonna basically keep appending. Basically, we're gonna append a span tag. Span. Okay. Class. Let's go to class, and you guessed it, of text big. Okay. All right, and then inside our span tag, all we're gonna do is basically we're gonna do this, right? To our span tag, we're gonna basically append this, because we were saying, hey, if this is valid, then basically do all of this, right? So now we're gonna do word.split, and we're gonna basically take, we're gonna use count as our index to basically select the letter of our split word. Okay. After that, we're gonna basically call our function recursively. Okay. If that's true, then we're gonna keep calling this function. This is ticker text. Okay. And then after that, we are going to pass in our milliseconds. Okay. Our milliseconds we're basically saying 45 milliseconds for our set timeout. Otherwise, no. Okay. And then after that, what we're going to do is we are going to just call our function one more time. Let's hit save. Let's go back. There you go. Bam. Let's refresh it. This is a ticker text. Okay, we can even add some more text. Yay. Oh, there we go. Oh, because I didn't call it in here. You get my point. But now since we're here, let's do that. Like some more text. All right. So yeah, this is pretty cool. This was my little challenge. Hopefully you can try to condense this down to even lesser code. I basically had basically stored these inside variables, but in the interest of this one line challenge, I took those out and I basically just called them raw over here. Okay. Hopefully this whole thing made sense to you. And if you have any questions, definitely just hit me up in the comment section below. All right. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.